Alright, welcome back everyone, My Tom Films, Project Integra. Now, I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and I've never got around to it because I feel like it wasn't really a video that I wanted to make, but you know, it's wintertime, it's cold, I can't work on my car at all. I'm gonna resort to doing some type of talkish style videos, which some of you aren't gonna like, so let me just get right into it before I drag this on too long. B series and D series, I'm sure somebody's made a video on this already. I believe VHB Engines makes a lot of these types of videos. And I think that's really interesting because we need more people doing this kind of stuff. I am not a D series type of person. I don't like them at all. I really think that they are nothing but, you know, eco engines, and you really should just get rid of it because it's, you know, it's going to cost you a lot of money to make any type of real power. But, you know, the thing about it is eBay turbos are on the rise, and you know, some companies are actually starting to get good with their products. So really, you could just buy an eBay turbo, put it on your D series Civic, and boom, you know, you could probably make, I don't even know how much horsepower, probably like 200 horsepower, maybe wheel horsepower. I'm not sure. I've never turboed a D series Civic before. So you guys let me know if you have a turbo D series. Let me know what it's putting out. If it's completely stock, I wouldn't recommend, you know, building a D series unless, you know, it's your first time rebuilding something, or you already have a Honda Civic and you just want to rebuild the engine because it has a lot of miles on it. But you know, the D series, like, the only thing I would ever recommend doing with it is either leaving it completely stock for your winter beater, or, you know, just turbo it, and if it blows, just get another one. Like, it's that simple. That's really all the pros and cons of the D series. Like, you should never leave a D series naturally aspirated because it's not gonna do much unless you put a lot of money into it. So I'm sitting here on Google right now, and apparently the D16 Y8 has 127 horsepower and 107 pound-feet of torque. That's sad, man. Like, that's all the little single jingle puts out. I never really knew the specs of these engines because I just don't look into them. I just don't even consider them on any type of, you know, pedestal for performance engines. But like, that's like maybe 100 wheel horsepower, maybe, you know, somewhere in that region, maybe like 98 to 100. So you figure if you turbo that, get somewhere near 200, you know, now you got a quick type of car. But you know, that's about all you can do, and it's just going to cost you more money in the long run. My solution to the whole entire D series thing is really, like, just buy a B20. You buy a B20, you buy a LS transmission, you know, you buy the mounts, maybe I think you need axles as well, an ECU, and maybe and that's really pretty much it. You really don't need much more. Now, the reason why I recommend the B20 is because that's a huge improvement over the D16 Y8, and I'm pretty sure, I think the D16 Y8 is the best D series out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a D series guy at all by any means, but that's as good as it gets. And for a B20, which is considered on the lower spectrum of B series engines, you know, you are improving your torque by like 30 pound-feet, and you're improving horsepower by probably like another 20 or 30 horsepower. So for $300, like, the price of a D series compared to the price of a B20, it's just not worth getting another D series unless you're really tight on cash, or if it's your daily driver and you don't have time to get another engine swap. So like, if you have time to engine swap something, now would be the time to just rip out the D series and put a B20 in. Like, that's the cheapest option that you will find. So now we're gonna talk about B series. So the cons of B series are, it can be expensive if you're trying to make like serious gains. Like, anything related to VTEC is gonna get expensive. You know, a B20 swap in a Civic can probably cost under $1,000, whereas doing a VTEC swap is gonna cost over $1,000. So that's just something to, you know, take note of. The reason why I recommend B series is because from the factory, it was considered, or for some of them, it was considered, you know, a performance engine. It takes 93, you know, VTEC, it has VTEC, which the D series has, but this type of VTEC was a little different and put out a little more power. You know, Type R was introduced, so you have Type R engines, you have GSR engines, you have Type R transmissions and GSR transmissions. Whereas the D16, I don't know any of the transmissions that they came with, but you know, they can't be, none of them, I'm sure, have LSD. You know, none of them have any type of performance relation to them. So really, they're just eco transmissions, transmissions that are meant for you to just drive and save as much gas as possible. And that's why Hondas are so good in gas, and that's why they're so good on reliability, because they just have economical parts built into them from the factory. So with these B series VTEC engines, it's definitely going to get expensive. That's one thing. And you're gonna have a hard time funding the bill, because you're not gonna just want to do a stock swap. You're gonna add stuff to it, and that stuff adds up pretty fast. So with the D series, you only need one cam. With the B series, you need two cams, obviously. So if it was me, if I had a Civic personally, I would just get a B20. Like, that's the cheapest route, and then you could go B20 VTEC, and then you can go B20 VTEC Turbo. It's like the list goes on and on and on, and you're not limited to your horsepower output. You're not limited at all. You can just keep going up and up and up and up and up. Now you can do the same thing with D series. I'm sure there's people out there who have 500 horsepower Civics with a D series in it, but that didn't cost a little amount of money. That cost them a lot of money to do that. So that's something to take into consideration, because you don't want to spend a lot of money when it comes time to do engine rebuilds or engine swaps. Now, me personally, yeah, I'll admit it, I spent a little too much on my own rebuild, but that's a peace of mind, and I don't have to worry about it for a long time, because it's never given me any problems ever since I built it, and I have almost 10,000 miles on it. So if you do it right, you'll be all right. You're going to spend a lot of money, but it'll be done, and you don't have to worry about it. So really, the only cons that I can think of for the B series would really be just, it's expensive. Yeah, you're probably going to lose a little bit of oil here and there. You got to worry about the timing belt a little bit, and that's really it. So if you have the money, if you have at least, I would say, $1,000 ready to use for whatever type of swap or rebuild or whatever you're trying to do, I'd honestly just get the B series. So if I had to pick a side, I'm definitely going to pick B series, but I completely understand why you would choose D. It's already in your car. All you got to do is add parts to it. You don't have to take out anything. I get it. But if you want unlimited potential, not unlimited, but if you want a lot more possibilities, that's a better word. If you want a lot more possibilities, then I think B series is the better route. And the same way goes for B series to K series. K series has a lot more potential, whereas the B series kind of limited. So that's where I'm going to cut the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.